Yes, sir.
Hello, world.
Oh, we're keeping that in.
We're keeping it.
Bloopers.
Anyway, hello, world. Welcome to episode 12 of the 3FL podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Friend. 3FL podcast, honestly, is based off of faith, family, fitness, love, loyalty, and leadership. So anybody that I bring on is obviously what we want to highlight is those 6 things that I see a lot in a lot of individuals. But today we got a very special guest. He got a lot. He's going to tell you like a lot of who he is because he's got a lot of different titles. But we got Raymond. So if you could just tell the audience who you are.
Yes, my name is Raymond. I am originally from Kingston, Jamaica. I migrated to the United States May 2009. I'm currently serving in the United States Army National Guard stationed in Florida as a part of Florida Army National Guard. I'm an E7 gunnery sergeant at my unit. And a little backstory about myself. I got into health and fitness at the age of 24 when I started my modeling career. And ever since then, I've taken fitness and transferred everything that I've learned in fitness in the modeling time that I've spent in modeling time. I've transferred it over into my day-to-day life, how I interact with people, how I help people and foster an environment that promotes and supports not just fitness, but also holistic health. I believe in not just being fit on the physical aspect. I believe in fit on the other 4 pillars, which fall under mental, psychological, spiritual, and emotional capacities, and using those avenues as how to interact on a human-to-human level, which provides people a safe space that they can be their organic selves in a natural way and just help them to become better.
So he's a gunnery sergeant, but he's also looks more into like a holistic wellness, medicine.
Yes.
And interacting with people like that, what you see is you're able to help them become a better version.
Yes.
See more within themselves.
Exactly.
Bring out the best in people.
Yes.
And I've seen a lot of that because we've worked together for how long now?
So I originally signed up with the gym November last year with my friend to help him because he had a few health issues that he called me and he addressed. Mm-hmm. And we've been working out here since November 9th, but me and you officially linked up and connected around about December, January. After that, I believe it was before the Christmas break. And then when I came back January, me and my friend started to talk about working here as a coach and a trainer, because the things that he's been able to learn and develop and, apply to his day-to-day life, he encouraged me to share it on a bigger scale with other people in the community, and just set everybody up for success based on the success that he experienced in not just losing weight, but attaining a better way of life on a day-to-day life. So me and you initially started working together from February to after the week of Valentine's, around about February 17th. Mm-hmm. So that dates us today, approximately
8.5 months.
8.5 months, yes, sir.
Yeah, and a lot has happened.
Has happened, yes, sir.
So I know a lot of your clients, they're you're able to transform them and help them.
Yes.
But then also, I know, the team,
Oh yeah.
So
100%.
it was cool because it's being able to work with people one-on-one.
Yes.
Client to trainer basis, but then being able to work on one-to-one, one-to-many.
Yes.
Trainer to trainers basis.
Yeah, train the trainer. Yep.
And I've been able to see just a lot of impact, a lot of growth within people.
Yes. With your blessing, of course.
With my, and I always try to just give everybody else credit. I don't necessarily see what I do. I think I just go in. I'm a vessel. I know. But to see everybody else lean in and to see everybody else help.
Yes.
Because it's you work somewhere, you're here for a certain amount of time, but it's you build something.
Yes, you do.
And as you build it, as you see it come to life, it just fires you up.
Yes, it does.
It has built the team, it's fired them up.
Yes, it does.
And your impact is, there's a ripple effect to it,
Yes, that's pretty much that's how my mom raised me. Mm-hmm. So what I learned from her life and her journey throughout navigating life is you should always have a positive mindset. Even when the negative things are happening, have a positive mindset. It's okay to address and acknowledge the negatives, but the only way that you can make a difference, not just in your immediate proximity of space, but also in the community, is be positive. Because people are going to go through things on a day-to-day basis. And like we always say, manage your expectations as the day
As
progresses.
the day progresses,
right?
yeah.
You want to finish the day on a positive note and or a realistic note. That way you're not stressing and worrying yourself too much, which takes away from the human experience. And now when your stress levels are higher, now you're not able to function at 100%.
Be present, yeah.
And be present, exactly, and being present, and not just being present for yourself, but also being present for the people that probably are going to need you, either in the near future or the far future ahead. Because nobody knows what is going to happen with each individual person. But if we put ourselves in a position to impact them in a positive way as well as a realistic way, now even if you're not in their proximity to help them, they have the tools and the resources.
And they have momentum.
Exactly. So practicing that from how my mom raised me and how she conducted herself, it's kind of like, not to get too religious, but honor your parents. Certain things that they were able to do, we are now a mirrored image of how we're going to honor them based on the things that they handed down to us, creating a legacy and
teachings,
everything.
whatever it is.
Exactly. You're paying it for because I'm here because somebody paid it for her. And then whoever I give this information, provide these resources, and give them a better angle of navigating life, they're now going to pay it for. Now you create a rippling effect in the community of people that are not only optimistic, but they're also realistic and setting goals that are accomplishable, which boosters and accommodates a realistic environment, but also an environment that you can prosper and flourish in. Yeah.
So that's what she taught you. Yes.
100%, 100%.
And that's probably been the thing that if you were to take with you everywhere you go.
Everywhere.
So value, respect.
Yep. Value, respect, courtesy, mannerisms, and just be a shoulder that you can people can lean on.
Yeah.
In most cases, because sometimes you might not be able to fix a person's problems, but at least they have that support to where we can help them figure it out, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right. So we're not only here to fix issues and fix problems. We're here to create a ecosystem, right, of support. Yeah, an ecosystem of support that even if we don't know, we're gonna figure it out and figure it out together.
Yeah, and it's the thing that you had asked me.
Yes.
Right when you had first got with us, was what are your expectations of me?
What are your expectations? What is the purpose that you have
for me
here? Because I believe in taking the opportunities, but also creating opportunities from that one opportunity. And once we understand what those opportunities are going to look like, now we have a goal that is attainable, not just for us amongst ourselves, but also something that we can spread out and create a culture of, creating solutions for everybody that comes into the doors of Zone and make an impact in the community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel like we did?
In terms of what?
In terms of the expectation.
I believe we blew the expectations out of the park, honestly. Every month we've had trainings, we've had coaching sessions, we've had feedback, and it's just, it's taken me by surprise.
We built an infrastructure.
Yes, and not saying I didn't expect it to go as well as it did, but the magnitude and noticing how the trajectory of the gym has changed, the dynamic of the gym has changed, the culture of the gym has changed, and then celebrating the 11-year anniversary last week, I believe it was last week, Tuesday, and seeing everybody come out. We had a couple competitions going on, and people came and participated. It just shows like we are making a difference.
Huge
People do want to be a part, not just of the gym culture, but the gym family that we've created here.
And that's a big thing.
That is a very big thing. That's a very big thing.
So as it relates to the team, you think the team here is probably
set up for success in greater things.
How do you feel like the Zone has impacted you?
Impacted me?
Yeah, my team. The team in general
Man.
has impacted you.
if I'm going to be honest, it's hard to put in words, but how the team has impacted me, I would say affirmation in the sense of what I know, and confirmation in terms of they're putting it into practice for themselves and seeing the fruits and see the fruits bearing, and how their confidence is growing, which for me it's very significant, right, to a person like me, because when you're searching for your purpose, it's not just to benefit self, it is to benefit self and the people around you collectively on an individual level as well as on a collective level. More like, well, not really collective, but more so on a compounding level. Because if I can take 5 and change it to 25, imagine compounding that and putting that onto 5 or 10 other people. Now you have a compounding effect of what I gave and what we shared. Right now, they're a reflection of what I've given, and now they become ambassadors, not just for themselves, but also for the brand of Zone here. So to see how impactful it's been, and it's getting better every month. And we kind of projected this, but I would say we were realistic with a lot of things that were happening back in February, March. And then with the transitions into like the glute zone being added, more equipment being added, familiarization with, person-to-person interactions, and me being a part of it and helping foster that environment, it has definitely changed how I view myself and the confidence that I have in myself, not just to benefit me, but to benefit the people around me. So going out there and even being amongst my Army friends and the camaraderie that we have, you guys have definitely changed how my mindset looks at group dynamics, which we talked about previously, and how we go through the stages to the point where we're not performing and maintaining, right? So for me, long story short, I've definitely changed my mindset, my mental trajectory has definitely changed on myself and what my future looks like going forward.
And your capabilities.
And my capability, and how I'm able to impact people just by showing up and being present for them.
Just based off GP.
Just based off
Yeah,
GP.
yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Would you say you're coach at heart?
Say
Coach
again?
at heart. Coach at heart.
A coach at
Whether
heart.
you're coaching a client or you're coaching somebody right next to you.
It could be anybody, anytime, anywhere.
And where does that come from, you feel like?
I would say that has to be God-given. It has to be purpose-driven. It is not something that you can just take up and practice. Yeah, you can practice it and you can become good at it, but to become proficient and to become a greater version of yourself, I believe it has to be a God-given gift. They say like God gives certain people talents. I believe coaching is one of my talents, not just to change people's lives, but to change their mental and their psychological. And not everybody has the capacity to do that. Given respect, everybody's good at something, but coaching and mentoring and training, I believe is a God-given gift. And when you're able to really multiply and quantify that gift, now you're going to be able to make an impact. And when you make an impact, now you can make a difference. And the difference might not be recognized in real time, but I've been fortunate to actually see people's lives transform in real time. They come in here, the confidence level is different. How they carry themselves is different. How they speak to each other, it's different. So now the culture has become something that you can't just practice it, you have to become it. You have to practice it, you have to walk the walk and talk the talk on a day-to-day basis. So transformation happens when you don't just talk about it, but you're also being about what those qualities bring and representing those qualities on a high ambassador level. So yeah, that's I believe it has to be God-given.
God-given.
Yeah, God-given, no doubt about it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I would also add that some people miss out. Some people think opportunities not but once, but I believe we can create opportunities where people don't see opportunities, right? Because we have faith, we have optimism. We don't work just off what we can physically see, but if we see something and we believe in that is going to make a difference, then I believe us as leaders, God-ordained leaders, we have the capacity and we have the capabilities to bring forth vision and have provision right? To change how people see not just the gym culture, but also the life culture, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right. So I believe that we're not just changing culture, we're changing lives every single day.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing is it's a gimmick in a sense that like they just come in here with a surface goal,
Yes.
and then they think that that's all they're going to get. And
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
not what they get.
No.
They get more than that.
Way
They get
up,
way more than that.
way more.
They get behavioral and lifestyle change.
Yes, they
which
do.
fosters change in every other area of their life.
Exactly.
And I think that's the biggest thing with coaching.
Yes.
Not just personal training.
No.
I mean coaching in general. If you have a mentor, if you have a coach,
Yes.
the whole idea is to be able to change the behavior
Yes.
so that way you can change the life.
Exactly.
And you know, it's crazy because people always come in here with like
Yeah. Just basic surface level.
and then
Yeah.
whenever you get to really digging deep and understanding,
Yes.
it's like they start to see
that
you know, the discovery.
Yes, the emotional
discovery.
piece. Yes, the emotional
And-
piece. Yes.
And you know, and I think whenever you're able to tap in, number one,
Yes.
as a coach or as somebody that just has empathy for people,
Yes, exactly.
it's almost at a certain point it's like they sell you on the agreement. You know, it's like
Exactly.
you can't walk away from this person because you know that this is very, 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 very important.
Very important and very significant
Yeah.
also. Yep.
And you know, I think that just comes with the passion of life.
Yeah.
And I think that's the reason why we had you on the team is because we seen that.
Yeah.
We didn't care
Yeah.
because we knew it was going to be a short time. We didn't know exactly how long.
Yes.
And it's crazy, you
Yeah.
know. It's been a great 8.5 months.
Hey,
Listen, man, it's been a great month.
greater things are
Last
coming.
month here having you here with us.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
October 2028. We got. Listen, man.
Hey, I will say that it's bittersweet because everything that I've attained and garnered here, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna compound it. I'm gonna multiply it. So whenever I do come back, we're not starting over. We're continuing.
No,
we're continuing on.
Yeah.
We're compounding everything because everything that I got here, I'm taking it everywhere that I go with me because it doesn't stop here. It's always ongoing. We're always getting after it. We're always keeping our heads down. But we pop up sometimes just to get some air. But our heads are down. We're focused. We're driven. And we're goal-oriented. And not just to accomplish what we want to accomplish on our personal goals, but also to help and foster and accommodate other people that have similar, or even parallel, or even indifferent objectives that they want to accomplish in their life. Because at the end of the day, I believe we are the change that we want to see in the world. And once we're able to multiply that and quantify that, then when we leave here, and on that God-blessed day that we're no longer here in the physical, right? Everything that we've given in emotional, psychological, and spiritual will continue on, and that is going to be our cemented legacy that carries into generations and generations. So, it's a great feeling. It's definitely a great feeling to have been here, even though it's a short time frame. But I believe we've tapped into a lot of talents, a lot of gifts. I've seen even Kyle go from day one. He's my week one, day one.
Yeah.
Right now, he was kind of nervous and worried, and watching him and helping him
Flip
and
that
giving
switch.
and the switch. I'm like, that's
Starting
it.
to see it,
Yeah. Now he's no longer worried about how am I going to do this, how am I going to do this. He's become what he's always desired to become.
Mm-hmm.
And to see that and for him to experience it, it's like in real-time transformation. Now in February, March, April, May, June, I wasn't here for July, and then August and September. It's just every month he's getting better
More
and better
and more.
and better.
Something different.
Yeah, something different.
Uncomfortable.
And he's very versatile too. Everybody here has developed a high level of versatility. Mm-hmm. We adapt, we show that we can adapt, and we also overcome and we conquer. Mm-hmm. Not just conquer by ruling, but conquer by overcoming certain obstacles and challenges that we are posed with on a day-to-day basis. And once we start working as a collective team, now nobody here is overwhelmed. Nobody here feels burnt out. Everybody feels supported, and everybody has a support system that they know they can lean into for support if they do so need it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And to see that, and even the weekly trainings that we've been able to conduct, like even that, for me, that has definitely helped me understand like everything is a principle. And where you have principle, you're gonna have structure. Where you have structure, you have foundation. Where you have foundation, you will get success.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes, and I'm going to ask you a question after this, but
Yes,
I'm going to
sir.
say something. That
Yes, sir.
The education system, those
Yes.
classes, the program,
Yes.
getting people together for 30 to 45 minutes,
Yes.
and just training.
Yes.
You see, it makes the biggest difference.
Oh, yeah.
If for anybody with any organization, I would say
Yeah.
that has any type of sales or anything like that,
Mm-hmm.
it's very, very important. You know,
Yes.
to not let people just go and try to run their own play.
No.
Knowing that there's a play that's supposed to be run.
Give them something that is going to set them up for
some
success.
substance,
Yes.
some focus,
Exactly.
some direction.
Oh, yeah.
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 And then, but you see people learn like 5 times as fast. It's like, man,
Exactly. And once they learn it, they're able to apply it confidently.
quick too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Very efficient. Very efficient.
So it's like that was a good thing, and I know you played a big part in that for a long time. For a long time, man, you did a lot.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
you're like a walking encyclopedia. Anything to do with fitness, man. You're just dropping
I know.
bombs left
Hey,
and right.
I
Does
do
that
my
make
best.
sense?
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
It's dropping them everywhere which way you got to go.
Yes, sir.
Soaked up so much knowledge.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
you know, I'm always just in the shadows soaking stuff up. You know,
Hey.
you coaching everybody else, but I'm taking nuggets. I'm putting in my pocket. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah, man. So
You had a
know.
question? You said you wanted.
Yeah, what do you think your biggest struggle has been so far?
My biggest struggle.
in life, not here.
Belonging. Like, you know, you go to certain organizations and institutions, and transitioning from Pennsylvania, right? That's where my grassroots were established. And then by God's direction and God's vision for my life, He led me here. And what I was struggling with, and not in a bad way, it's just like you've hit the plateau of your environment. You've hit that ceiling.
Law of the lid.
Yeah, and praying about it and just, you know, going through the steps and do my best to figure out like what is my next step. And God said, okay, I want you to go here. And you're gonna set up shop here. And this is where you're really gonna see your growth is gonna be obvious, it's gonna be imminent. It's not something that you can help, it's something that you have to go through. And then finding the dynamic of where am I gonna fit in? Because I've always struggled with fitting in certain demographics of cultures. And that's not a bad thing, right? It is just a part of the human experience that we have to learn to adapt to our surroundings. I barely had to adapt on an extreme or critical scale, because when the puzzle piece fits, now the bigger picture becomes clearer. And every day that puzzle piece goes into different parts of that puzzle, and it just makes that picture that much bigger, that much more enlightened, that much more easier to understand. And when I came to the doors here, and the culture and just the warmth and the culture of family here and the culture of togetherness, I'm like, this is where I belong. So going from struggling to find my fit and coming here,
How long did you struggle with that?
I would say 2 to 3 years, from like 2020 to 2023. And I've bounced around. I've supported missions, Department of Corrections up at Tallahassee. I've worked with Schoolhouse up at the Academy up at Camp Landing Joint Training Center. I did that for like 2 training years. And leaving from there and coming here, it's like, you know, I belong here. I know I belong here because, not saying there was not positive feedback in other places, but the military is only, the duty station is only temporary, right? So to come through these doors and to be a part of this community, I found where my belonging is. And then when I found where I belong, my becoming became more obvious. This is who I'm supposed to become. A representation of what healthy looks like, what integrity looks like, the honor code, what does that look like, the piece of integrity. So we have an acronym in the Army called leadership, where we have, it is leadership, dignity, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage, right? That is the leadership acronym. And I was able to really apply all of those acronyms here in one way or the other, and people actually responded to that. Now, when you find your belonging, you don't have to fight to say, okay, I want to belong here.
Do you feel like they lined up with the core values?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Right. You were like saying all that, I'm like, that's core value.
Core value.
Yeah, it's core value.
Yeah. Yep. So to be able to administer that, be a representative of that, or even better, be an ambassador of that, and see the feedback and the reflection of how people see me and how people view me, this is where I belong, hands down.
Because you're here where you go where you're celebrated, not tolerated.
Basically
what you're saying. Perfect.
Exactly.
Hey, straight up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. That's pretty much the
man.
icing on the cake. I'm not tolerated here.
Yeah, I'm celebrated, and I love it, and it makes me feel amazing, and I'm able to be on fire.
Every
that's
day.
That's what life's supposed to be about.
Yeah, exactly. Man.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So yeah, is there anything questions that you have for me that you ever wanted to ever just know? Nah.
You've always been transparent. You know, our communication has only gotten better. Not that it was in any deficiency or discrepancy in any way, but we set the baseline. We just
fire off back and forth.
We just fire exactly.
We don't have to wait. We don't have to sit down.
If you come to me, hey,
within
Ray,
3 minutes,
we figure it out.
Yeah.
We figure it out.
Yeah.
So the only way we go is up from here, and once we go up, we start to spread out. You know, because we're not just within proximity. We're going outside of proximity. We're in the box. We're going to rip it up. But we're going to take that same thing and spread it out outside of the box. Right.
I'm gonna rip that box and just pass it pass it all the way around.
Yeah, all the way around.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, listen.
So, it's been a great journey. I have no nuances, no discrepancies that really have affected me in a negative way that I would sit here and say, well, you know, it is what it is. Nah. It is what it is, but exactly what it's going to be. You know, it's not just going to stop here. It's going to keep on continuing. It's going to keep on compounding. And, you know, God's willing, God's grace, when, you know, when I come back and things settle, we're going to keep on going.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, listen. It's all love.
All love.
I appreciate having you over the past whatever.
8.5 months.
Today's Ray's last day. Like this is going to the world. This is gonna get. This will be on YouTube forever, bro.
Yeah.
So this will a huge Ray's last day until October 20th.
Full circle.
So it's like, you know, I didn't want to shout you out, but I wanted to get a fresh content out of it, because it's like you don't meet people like this on a regular basis.
Yes, sir.
You know?
Yes, sir.
I think you definitely, as far as like, because I didn't necessarily stop doing the podcast for a while. We just got super busy.
Yes.
But I couldn't pass up the opportunity.
I appreciate you bringing me on.
Taking it, man, because
I appreciate you bringing me on.
You know, I think we met based off of faith.
Oh yeah,
you know,
100%.
At this point, you know, we're basically like family. You know.
Oh, we are family, sir.
You know,
we are
fitness
family.
is very important.
Yes, it is.
It's always love. It's always loyalty.
Yes, sir.
Always
sir.
portray great leadership ability. So.
Yes, sir.
You know, I just wanted to shout you out.
Appreciate
It's
you.
all love. Everybody on the side over there.
Yep.
Thank you for watching. You know, I hope you got some value, some type of some nugget, something to look forward to when you come and watch. We appreciate you. You know, everything that you're able to do, all the time that you put in. Anything you get that's valuable. If you want to send it to somebody, if you want to drop some comments, feel free to show us some love. I really appreciate you. Thank you, and have a wonderful rest of your day or night.
God bless.
Depending on when you listen.
Yep.
Out. We out.
Yep.